Welcome.
Who are you? How
It allows
something. Monsters.
A little stretch. Yeah, if you try to do these boss fights as I do them, without crafting armor, swords and everything, then yeah, they can be painful. I basically get shot in no matter what you use. This is optional, you don't need to kill him, but still. I found it the most interesting so far.
How some
Completely broken. I get stuck in the middle of a room when I run. I don't know why, but I get stuck. He just stops running. There is nothing along the way. Like you're fucking blocked. Like there's an invisible wall when you run. You hit a fucking wall, he stops running.
well.
how something.
Look at this, I got stuck on what? Okay. Which far we got? What do you got stuck here? What the fuck?
How many more can there be?
I'm stuck again, believe it or not. But the bombs work. No, no, no. No, fuck no. What the fuck? What the fuck? Bullshit! No! Okay, shit. you doing? What the fuck are you doing? $50 bombs and 20 daggers for this shit. Weapon produced by the Vrans. Stun, freeze, incineration. 40 to 60. Counts as melee weapon as a steel sword. Operator staff. Huge fucking reach with this. If I'm a complete troll, then I'll play with this. Whatever. A bygone era. He's not here anymore. Quest is done. Deirat, Armor of Isget, Vren Armor, Fire Rune, Mystic River, make him Vren Armor, Armor of Is. You need a troll skin for it, which means you need to kill trolls. Armor of Isget. Let's see how it looks. A rare steel sword with bullshit damage. These are classic Witcher items. They give you like level 15 item when you're above level 30. Disgusting reward. Armor looks nice. Kinda. That was the way out. I don't know if it was worth it though. I mean 50 bombs for this boss. Make Vran armor. What are the requirements? Armor of Isget. We got it. Armor enhancement, leather, cloth, twine. What do we need? Vran armor enhancement. Okay, studded leather 2 out of 4. I know where to grab the armor. And I know where the smith is. We need... studied leather.
It's magic, I tell you. Shatter your towers and... It's a brazen it.
Hardened.
Radovich sent them, you idiot!
How much for
The
studied leather?
audacity! Turn
Pull yourself
away
together.
the black council!
Who's got it? Motherfucker. Oh, okay. Come on, move. Who can have that?
Likewise, the frog.
Bloody hell. Studied leather, hardened leather, oil, twine, leather, oil. Leather, oil.
This would never happen.
And if Grandma had a moustache,
No
she'd
more.
be a catfish.
It's not too late
We must
to
protect.
repent.
Fuck yeah, I crafted this. $2,000 for Bran armor. 2,000. It's a quest. Stick River completed.
Bodies, but not one soul
Hey!
flogging another.
And the reward is Bran armor. Epic armor. 30 armor, 40 vitality, Reduction from magic, incineration, bleeding, poison is vitality regen. I loves good, you know. I loves good. But fucking 2000. What can we add into it? Vran armor enhancement. Vitality, resistance to bleeding. Yes. Damage bonus on signs. Let's... Dwarven enhancement. And the shit. 34 armor, 80 vitality, a lot of resistance, yes. We're gonna end the game with this armor. I won't craft Kingslayer and similar shit. I'm way too lazy to farm that.
Renounce magic, I
Take
tell
the
you.
next quest. Meet Aldrich. Talk to Count Maravel. Deactivate the magical seals. Go with Aldrich. Just
Shatter
remove
your towers
crap
and
from my
crystal
inventory.
balls.
Where is Philippa?
Armor of recover. All gargoyles leave trophies.
She should pull down his pants and give him a thrashing in front of all those knights.
Meet with Aldrich.
The owl and the rat.
You know, it might look cool with the shit operator staff, but I kinda like it more with two swords. Go with Dancer. It loves better, come on. Bloody hell, Geralt with the staff.
True Gale.
It's over the top, stupid. No, that's the sewers. Get the fuck out. Was it here? It's gotta be a passage somewhere. I fucking hate Loc Muinne. Fuck off. Man, for real. Okay, now get down. This should be the way. Armor looks nice. Red armor really looks nice. I like it. Aldrich.
Aldrich? Baron Kimbold said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
Can you go faster?
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute. Look, I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Steal the
Got a
scrolls.
tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done. Temeria!
Are you fucking serious with this? They keep hitting you during cinematics.
That's the one. Kill him.
Little guardians. No.
On Ilmagar!
Jesus Christ.
For the Emperor! Die, dog! On Ilmagar!
Alright.
Die, dog! On Ilfgard!
Enough! You shall die, here and now.
What a fucking earth. How do I catch him? I can't mark him. See, maybe it's bugged. Maybe it's bugged. See ya, Kenshin. Good night, Kenshin. Maybe the shit is bugged.
Enough! You shall die, here and now.
Try with the other thing. Yep, it's here then. You annoying piece of shit. Come on, man, come on. Unbelievable. Don't matter of correspondence. Diagram.
Medallion again.
Yeah, but I need to do them in the right order. That's a circle of dust. Stars are like green. There are 4 rooms like this. This is the second I found. About Foltest's daughter. Was this the way up?
So many crowned heads in one.
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yes?
You have a traitor in your camp, Constable.
I know what the Temerian nobles think of me. They have no love for me and seek to subvert me at every step. And that is how it will stay as long as the throne remains vacant.
I'm not talking about you. Count Maravel is responsible for Busi's death, and for Anais landing in Kedweni hands.
A grave
Wasn't there a quest with Maravel?
This letter clearly shows Count Maravel's men ambushed the convoy carrying Foltest's children. The boy was killed during the assault. They kidnapped Anais and handed her over to the Nilfgaardians.
Why? For what amount of gold? For what swathes of land did that tub of lard, dripping with wealth, go so far as to commit treason against the state? I thank you, Witcher. You have done us all no small favor, though the Count's trial will bring its own share of grief. That is the state of affairs, Baron. Count Linus Maravel is a traitor. He has betrayed us, he has betrayed Temeria, he has betrayed the entire North.
You have at last seen the light, Constable, and I am content. We must show the Count that even in this trying hour, Temeria remains strong, united.
Did you see that, lad?
Collect the reward from Kimbolt. Pacta sunt servanda failed. Why? Yeah, that was a quest with Maravel. Need to hear both sides. This might not be it. We do that Pacta quest, then
so
we'll know
many
who did
crowned
it.
heads in one place.
Pacta sunt servanda. Talk to Count Maravel. Where the fuck is he, by the way? It's not shown on the map.
Trickster.
What am I, a bloody telepath? How am I supposed to find him in Loc Muinne? The area is huge. Fuck off.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Now he gets me back. What the fuck? Where is he? No one says where he is. Get fucking bugged out. I think it bugged out. Let me see. It's not a first bug, it's a 50th bug in a row. At least I know how he looks like.
He's a witcher.
Hello,
kind
anyway.
of
How are you
sort.
doing? Fuck off! Come on!
Say what? Trickster.
He's somewhere around here. Where is he? There you are.
Ah, Geralt of Rivia, I am delighted to see you among the living and the free.
Are you serious, Count?
Such an injustice to lock you up without so much as a hearing, and then the beatings, the torture, it's barbaric, I tell you, based on pure prejudice, the presumption of guilt.
Actually, if I'd seen what they saw...
But alas, such is my homeland, filled with fear, and thus...
Get my cat out. Right back in a second. Šta je? Šta? Przyzderz. Šta je? Šta je? Što? Izlaz napolje. Izlaz napolje. Izlaz napolje. Ishin.
I suppose there's some truth to that.
A response at once cautious and reasonable. Admirable qualities in and of themselves, positively required in your profession.
If you say so.
I like this Shin. It took me like 5-6 tries for this Shin.
I've got to say you stand out, Count.
I'm flattered, I suppose, but what specifically do you mean?
I haven't quite put my finger on it, but take a look around. Would you say you resemble your countrymen?
I thank the gods I do not. It is because I love my homeland that I am the first to note its faults, and they are many.
Care to elaborate?
Hypocrisy, superstition, lack of learning. Need I go on?
If you wouldn't mind.
Take you witches, for instance. The gods know we suffer a plague of beasts. Pre-conjunction, post-conjunction, magically bred and sprung from rotting marshes and the dark abysses of our land.
No such thing as pre-conjunction creatures.
Look at the cat.
You bite unnecessarily. We have but one remedy for this plague, dwindling in numbers as it may be, yet it is a remedy we revile. You are shunned, spat upon, turned away on stormy nights. Would you say this is reasonable?
It's the way of things.
Spoken like a true representative of a dying species.
What brings you to Loc Muinne?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
Surprising? How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher? Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order, a Baron Kimbold excepted. Yet, though I very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs nor their beliefs.
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Excuse me?
Fruit, Witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida, just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
Mm-hmm. And you want to share it because?
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
You can talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbolt also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbolt can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbolt has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean.
Speaking the truth.
Ran into him in Kimbolt's
I already
quarters.
saw them.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Is a witcher a kind of sorcerer?
Begone! You've no business here.
True, true.
What happens if we show him the note that we found that he's guilty? Accuse Maraval.
Fool, I find no other term for you. Did you think I could let you go with that information? I truly regret it had to end this way. Witcher? Witcher!
Forgive me, Count. I lost my train of thought. I'd like to talk.
Holy shit. Geralt doesn't want to die. Even if you pick him to die, he doesn't want to die. Dr. Kimbolt's blackmailers before the Baron Huntsman dispose of them. Let's do it. I want to see what's gonna happen. Where are they, by the way? Jesus Christ.
Undeniably.
Is there a shorter way in or not? We need to go around, do we? Don't do that crap to me.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we need to go around. Fucking Loc Muinne.
Nothing special.
Should be close by now. I wish there was a shortcut, goddammit.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shut up!
Now we're close.
What do you want?
I saw you talking to Kimbold.
I'm free to go where I please and talk to whoever I please.
Couldn't agree more. Now you're here and you'll talk to me. I'm interested in the Baron.
I've naught to say to you.
Not good, because I need to know everything you know about him.
Baron Kimbold sends his regards.
Oh, just what we needed.
Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well spoken. You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility.
A ponce like you? Pucker up and kiss my arse, you fucking tulip.
These folk have nothing to say to you, understand?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lend us a hand, Witcher. You'll not regret it.
I'll need to know everything about Kimbold.
God, this is shit! Enough of your jabbering! Kill them all!
Fuck off. Why do you open this shit like this? Come on. And he's gonna die now. And I'm without bombs. They put zero thought behind all of this. I swear to God.
What do you want?
I saw some.
Don't die, you fucktard! How am I supposed to defend you? We got traps. Can we craft traps? No, no blacksmith.
What do you want?
Magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and a crystal ball! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black...
Oil and timber.
Likewise!
Embryos, oil and...
It's a brazen...
Radovich sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
This would never happen if...
And if Grandma had a moustache...
I need to do it like this.
Barbarian. We must protest with all our power.
Let's see now. If this is not enough, I don't know what is.
What do you want?
Let's see who's gonna survive this shit.
The
I'll need
cut.
Motherfucker!
Thanks, Witcher. We'd be corpses if not for you.
Yeah, seems likely. Now don't make me regret helping you.
You're welcome to all we know about Kimball.
I'm all ears.
We came here to collect our fee, me and me brothers, for a favour we did the Baron.
What did you do for him?
Spent 4 days in a forest, sitting on our asses.
Baron Kimbold wanted to pay you for that?
Course not. We was to destroy some wagons in a caravan that was to pass through Millville. Problem is, caravan never came round.
I can see why you're having trouble collecting.
Kimball had shite information. How is that our fault? That bugger lost us a right lot of time. And you know what they say, time is coin.
What exactly were your orders?
We was to watch the high road for a caravan carrying nobles. 2 coloured wagons and a small escort. The wagons, they was ours. All inside was to perish.
Any idea who was supposed to be in the wagons?
2 high-born young'uns and their nannies. That's all the Baron told us.
Willing to tell Natalis all this?
I'm to fess up. They draw and quarter me.
You didn't do anything. Took a job, that's it. They can't prove you actually wanted to complete it. If you refuse, Kimbold wins. He'll squirm his way out of this, but it won't end there. The Baron's got gold enough to hunt you till he hunts you down.
Not likely. I'll see them tear stripes off his back with hot pincers. All right, I'll talk to Natalis.
They're both guilty. What the fuck do I do now? What the fuck do I do now?
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis. He is regent.
Hardly. He's a general, not a politician.
I don't find it at all surprising.
Which,
Can I accuse them both?
It's a brazen
Witcher.
attack. King...
Or they're not both guilty. He could have framed. He could have framed it.
Set them, you idiot!
The audacity!
He probably framed the letter. What is left? Resolve Lucian and Ice, defeat Incredible Lockhart, deactivate magical seals, join deliberations is the main quest. Only this. The rest is not important. This is important for the story only. I mean, I can go for gargoyles. Contract on gargoyles. That's really whatever.
Come on!
Who do I speak with first? I wanna go to Natalis immediately. I wanna see these two assholes here. See what's gonna happen. First one is Kimbold. Let's see what's gonna happen when we accuse him here. Same shit.
I'm impressed by your impudence, Witcher. Rather, I would have been had anyone known what happened here.
Yes, what is it?
Maravel's letters pretty much confirm your claim. The Count is a traitor.
What was in those letters?
That information is for Constable Natalis. State secret. I'm sure you understand, Baron.
And if I speak with this idiot up here.
I found the Baron's blackmailers.
And? Did Kimbold knock up a peasant girl, a healthy one at least?
Unfortunately, it's a national matter, not a personal one.
May I know its essence? As a statesman, matters pertaining to Temeria are of the utmost concern to me.
It looks like Kimbold hired this group to murder Anais and Busi.
Thank the gods they were only half successful.
This group didn't kill anyone. The convoy carrying Foltest children changed course. It never arrived where our blackmailers were waiting.
I know the Baron. He approaches things comprehensively. He must have enlisted a second group, which accomplished the terrible deed.
So
Whichever
it's
way
you.
you cut it, Kimbold's a traitor, pure and simple.
Oh my,
They both
must
are.
have hit the old man pretty hard.
The Baron doesn't know yet.
What are you waiting for, Witcher? Make haste. You must deliver the evidence to the Interrex.
Actually, I was hoping you'd do that. I need to tend to some other matters.
Knowing the constable, I fear he would look upon any accusation I made with distaste. He could very well assume I was merely trying to subvert a natural rival. He might see the evidence as doubtful, even fabricated. But we cannot allow a traitor to play an important role during the summit.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Besides, to witness the fall of the honorable Baron Kimbold, I don't know if I could bear it.
I gotta admit, Count, your clearly feigned concern for Kimbold, well, it makes me wonder.
Yes, I suppose it must. Goodbye, Witcher.
Farewell, Count.
They're both assholes, both Kimbold and Maravel. And they're both guilty.
Whoa!
Where do you lead to? That's the fucking shortcut that I wanted all the way. Okay, okay. I'm gonna use it from now on. That's the only shortcut. Who do we accuse? Maravel. Maravel succeeded, Kimbold failed, but I wanted to do the same thing.
Crazy ass.
So now we go to Natalis and accuse them. How are you doing, XCOM? What's up, man?
One day someone will get you in a dark alley.
How long? 2, 3, 4 days. No, what happened to the royal children?
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
There are 2 traitors among the
Better have
Temerians,
evidence
now
if you
1.
plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yes.
Accused Kimbold and Maravel together.
Count Maravel outright betrayed Temeria, while Baron Kimbold planned to murder Foltest's children.
Those are serious charges.
Kimbold hired some thugs to do the wet work for him. I found them, and one's ready to testify. They never got the job done because the convoy carrying the children changed course, only to fall into an ambush set by Maravel. The Count wanted to hand Anais and Busi over to the Nilfgaardians. You'll find the proof in this letter. Busi's death was an accident.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria. I cannot arrest them both. Their contingents are among the largest in Loc Muinne, and I cannot risk mutiny by their men. Thank you, Witcher. You did well to bring this matter to my attention. I only hope Baron Kimbold will agree to stand with me. So you see, Baron, I have learned all, and it makes me sick to think about it. However, you may count yourself fortunate, for we've a greater problem to deal with. You shall provide me with your full support as we arrest Count Maravel.
This plea sounds more like a threat to me, Constable.
It is no plea, it is an order, and yes, a threat. Refuse, and the Council of Regents shall receive ample evidence of your crime, of your wish to slay the children for whom our king gave his life.
What are your terms, Natalis?
Upon returning to Vizima, I shall destroy the evidence against you. Prior to that, however, I expect your unconditional support.
How can I be certain you will do as you pledge?
My words still mean something, unlike yours, you lying, rotting son of a whore.
So be it. But heed this, Constable. Do not try to cross me.
Too bad. Only one gets punished.
Trickster.
Too bad only one gets punished, goddammit. I was hoping to see both of them hang. Alright. We go for minimum maximum damage when poisoned. Chance of insta-kill. Vigor regen. Berserk mod. Nah, whatever, we go with this. More damage. A bit more. Nothing with Natalis, nothing with all of them. What we got now?
I'm this far away from losing it.
A misclick. Gargoyle contract. Nah, I ain't gonna waste time on that shit. Dice poker. It depends if he's close. Easy. Kinda. Position like this. Which I doubt. Hey, what about you now?
You've wasted enough of my time.
It's you!
Is a witcher a kind of sorcerer?
We do the quest with Dice Poker, that's the last poker we'll play.
What's he doing here?
After at Lockhart. 4 out of 5.
I'd like to play... Want to play?
Yes. And I won't do gargoyles. We go straight for the main quest with Triss. 1, 2, 5, 6, 4. Jesus Christ. I'll go for 6. Fuck my luck. Look at him. 3 pairs already. Of course.
The incredible Lockhart, they call me. Incredibly undefeated.
Yes, shut up.
I'd like... Want...
That's better. You resign. You resign.
You just ended a lifelong winning streak.
And you owe me some coin. Or you can pay in kind.
What's your preference?
Show me what you got.
I can give you runes to enhance your sword, an element that'll reinforce your armor, or one of the designs from my collection.
I'll pick the design.
Give me a design. Just make sure.
You ought to be happy with...
Magic wrap. But whatever, we done the quest. Brought XP, so it's whatever. So 3 remain, and all of this shit is done. Fuck Gargoyle contract, Summit of Mages, join the Liberations. Is that close?
Renounce magic, I tell you! Yes. Shatter your towers and crystal balls!
Let's finish.
Constable John Natalis.
Interex John Natalis.
So, even...
We're about to witness a great event.
It was ahead of its time with graphics, with gameplay, I mean with fighting, particularly, no. With balancing, no. With items, no. With gameplay, no. Story, yes. Graphics, yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
It's now or never.
In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
This cannot be, John Natalis. Temeria stands between Nilfgaard and the north. It must be a strong and united realm.
I, too, would wish it so, Your Majesty. But when Foltest was cut down by an assassin, the country's very heart burst.
I have learned that Anais la Vallete is currently in the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold.
Clearly you have yet to learn of the slaughter that occurred today in the Kedweni camp, King Radovid.
Yet there is hope if the child lives.
I shall do everything in my power to find her. Simultaneously, I wish to announce that the commander of the Temerian Special Forces, one Vernon Roach, is officially a wanted man. All privileges appertaining to him as an officer of the realm are hereby repealed.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the Charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the Charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherd at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Flaming grows.
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the Conclave.
Arrest her.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
Achievement unlocked. Pest control. Oh, a dragon. Fuck the Geralt contract.
No good here. I can't get us out. Sheila, you have to get Sheila.
Turn back while you
can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon?
Fuck your dragon. What the fuck, I fell down.
Turn back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Leto?
Synthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Leto cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Leto happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Leto used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Leto is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Vallete Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right.
No.
The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it! The diamond! Remove the diamond! I'll give you anything you want! No! No!
Shaman unlocked Witch Hunter.
Guess they'll never learn.
God. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. There we go, one shot it here. Better. Let's see what happens when you remove the diamond. Then we deal with the dragon. I should have crafted bombs for the dragon. I think he one-shotted me even through Queen. But let's see. Ah, she popped. Fuck. Enter the dragon.
Turn back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else.
If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon?
Spin this up and save her. See if we can get more achievements.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits. Geralt, remove it!
Wait for her to beg.
The diamond. Remove the diamond. I'll give you anything you want.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
You get achievement, sensitive guy. Alright. And now King Dragon.
Shit, you stink.
You stink. I don't know what ending should I pick, with Sheila dead or not. What's that dragon doing? She gives information about Yennefer. Save shit. Where the fuck is it? Really? What the fuck, man? For real? Is for real? Swing your shit. Oh ho ho ho! I'll die. He's gonna one-shot me. Motherfucker. Okay. You do that again. Motherfucker. Swing. All the reach. Hello, hello.
Damn you.
Hey, come on with this bullshit. What, again? Again? Hi! Come on. Holy shit! Get up. No, not a tail. Not a tail. Little shit. Little shit. Tail. Ah.
Shit, you stink.
Fucking hell, you're tough. Ah! No, no, no. No, no. See if we can crash some bombs. Would be nice. mean,
Guess they'll never learn.
all right. Yeah, fuck off. Unlock Dragon Card. Unlock one second.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses. A list of the whores you'll help us find. What's going on here?
Epiloque.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
Let's say it had a hard landing, impaled itself on a tree.
Did you kill it?
It's alive. You know I don't kill dragons.
But Philippa's...
In time, we'll deal with her. You know, that could be one of the last dragons alive, a noble and beautiful creature.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Leto got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Leto.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at Foltest. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Holy shit. Roach.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child.
She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens.
You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy.
I pass on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter!
I've heard enough! Grab them!
At least they can't die. But I can. Kidding me?
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy.
I mean, you need 2 or even 3
chaos in the
playthroughs
Northern Kingdom.
to see every...
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here.
One is with
Take
Triss,
her far
one is
away,
with Roach, one is
far
with
from the
Jorvet.
kings,
3
their
playthroughs.
courts and their wars. One
Ah,
day, she'll
Triss.
reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach.
Both the child is safe, another one is dead.
Where's Jorvet? How's Jorvet?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Jorvet is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
he was always a public enemy #1, but whatever. Last mutation. Gonna find Leto. Fuck loot. Fuck everything, let's finish the game. What the fuck happened here? Ah, shit. Three mages at the same time.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loc Muinne will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loc Muinne will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tansarville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
That could take a while. Sheila's fled Loc Muinne via Megascope.
We have time. She cannot hide forever. Sooner or later, she will be ours. Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
What? We let him live so he stays alive in Witcher 3, because I'll use these saves for Witcher 3. For my 7th playthrough of Witcher 3.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
I don't want you to get hurt.
I can take care of myself.
Not this time. I need to talk to him alone. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's Megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the Megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the royal witch hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah. I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice, 1270. Middenvern, the Night of Magic. Leto wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. In agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce orcs. Trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Og, Serret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful, no violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau, and a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Which explains in Witcher 3 when you meet her.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea. But that's not your concern.
City.
How did a witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. The Witcher's Order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the South fell into ruin long ago. And Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
I would like to see Witcher 4 with Leto as a main character. Better that than a new Witcher or City, I guess. And the School of the Snake.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
But is easy to kill. We ain't gonna kill him.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Which is true.
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila, and now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Yes, one of my favorite franchises. One is Witcher, the other one is Diablo. I would say Elder Scrolls also. Heroes of Might and Magic, King's Bounty. Dead Space. That's about it.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatier de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge. Only Emir, Vatier, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
How'd you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk, but it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers, and we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Henselt's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Vallete sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light.
Claim I've seen the light.
So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. And all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kayran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Floatsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. Besides, somebody else got him.
You know who?
Come on. We both know.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Leto. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
We ain't gonna kill Leto.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
It will be useful in Witcher 3.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers, and
Achievement
Flotsam
unlocked
used
to be
Bernard
continued.
Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roach held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loc Muinne re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Bloody Emir conquered everything there is. Alright. I won't play Witcher 3 immediately. I'll keep these saves and I'll play Witcher 3 in, let's say, well, during this year, we'll see. Probably during summer. something like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. But all in all, you need 3 playthroughs for Witcher 2. You need 1 playthrough with Roach, the other playthrough with Triss. I picked the one with Triss. And the 3rd playthrough with Jorvet, if you want to see every outcome. But this is the real outcome. Roach with a kid, Triss safe, Emir attacks, Radovid survives only, Zoltan Dandelion are alive. I picked the good ending. And Leto is alive, because he's supposed to be alive and stay alive for Witcher 3. No, 7th playthrough. If I play Witcher 3, it's gonna be 7th playthrough. But I ain't doing that until I change some of my specs. I wanna add a new CPU, a new motherboard, 3rd monitor. I wanna play it in 4K. I wanna stream Witcher 3 in 4K, and that's gonna be around summer. I understand after 6 years, story is perfect. Voice acting is superb. I laughed a lot of times. It's a really great story. No matter who you pick, Roach, Jorvet, Triss, doesn't matter. Story is fucking great. Combat is disgusting. Especially on dark difficulty. Bad hitboxes, extremely bad hitboxes, useless items, useless leveling system, clunky movement, delayed controls, clunky running, clunky dodging. Gameplay as a whole is like from 1 to 10, gameplay is for 3, 4. But graphics, music, sound, story, all of that is 10 out of 10. Only gameplay sucks. So, for those who enjoy gameplay like Souls or, similar games like that, they won't like Witcher. For those who enjoy story, adventure, exploration, options, multiple options in conversations, in quests, in everything, then The Witcher 2 is a great game. No, I even believe Witcher 1 has better combat system than Witcher 2. Because Witcher 1 had stances. And Witcher 1 was like a pure PC game. Fast stance, normal stance, heavy stance, useful signs, less equipment, but more useful equipment. Neverwinter Nights engine. And then the combat was a bit better. Witcher 2 changed the combat on clicking the same button non-stop. You spam space to dodge, cast a sign, swings your sword with 1 button, that's about it. Witcher 1 had a more complicated combat system, hence a bit better gameplay. I would rather see Witcher 2 with Witcher 1 gameplay. Then it would be 5, 6 out of 10. But whatever, it's a great game overall. Gameplay can't ruin the great game. Yes, during this year probably I'll play Witcher 3 with saves. I played Witcher 1 and went with my saves from Witcher 1 to Witcher 2. Now I'll go with both saves, transfers to Witcher 3. That's the first time I'll play the game like that. Plus I'm gonna add mods, and I'll start Witcher 3 with New Game Plus, with mods, with imported saves. That's what I'll do. I'll add like 50, 60 mods, and once I upgrade my PC, it's gonna be in 4K. I wanna have 1 playthrough in 4K. I really want to play it in 4K. So I hope it's gonna be around summer. I need a fucking strong PC for that. We'll see. Nice and easy. Guys, that's gonna be it for today. It's nearly 3 a.m. I'm dead fucking tired. We're gonna play something else tomorrow. I need to find a game what I wanna play. I still don't know what I wanna play. But that's it for today. People, thanks for watching. I wish you all good night. See you back tomorrow.